Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In this video, we will be discussing previous year question paper of CUET 2024. So let's start with the first question. The first question is, in which of the following case the Supreme Court of India held that the rule of res judicata applies to petition filed under Article 32 of the Constitution, and if a petition filed by a petitioner in the High Court under Article 226 of the Constitution is dismissed on the merits, such decision would operate as res judicata so as to bar a similar petition in the Supreme Court under Article 32 of the Constitution. The right option of this question is option number 3, that is Daryayo versus State of UP. This was the case of 1961, and in this case it was established that a party can't file a petition under Article 32 of the Constitution of India for the same issue that was dismissed by High Court under Article 226. This is because the principle of res judicata applies to writ petition filed under Article 32 and 226 both. Moving towards question number 2, the chief exponent of auto limitation theory regarding basis of international law is, the correct option of this question is option number 2, that is Jelinek. Now moving towards question number 3, this question is a drop question, so we don't need to discuss this. Now moving towards question number 4, that is which of the following is associated with Droit administrative, and the correct option of this question is option number 4, that is Napoleon Bonaparte, and this is a French word. Moving towards question number 5, in which of the following case the Supreme Court of India held that the Indian Constitution has not indeed recognized the doctrine of separation of power in its absolute rigidity, but functions of the different parts of government have been sufficiently differentiated. The correct option of this question is option number 4, that is Ram Joaya Kapoor versus State of Punjab. Moving towards question number 6, that is section 5 of the Limitation Act 1963 applicable on, it's a direct question, so the correct option of this question is appeals and application other than execution. Moving towards question number 7, it's a match list question, so the correct option of this question is option number 4, that is time bar debt will imperfect right to reputation is right in rem, and this means right against whole world. Now right arising out of a contract right in personam, this means rights arising by contract will be between the parties only. Now option number D is personal right. Now moving towards question number 8, that is President can return the advice of cabinet for reconsideration. The correct option of this question is option number 3, that is only once, and this was added by 44th Constitutional Amendment Act. Now moving towards question number 9, right guaranteed under Article 25 is subject to, this is basically asking for restrictions of Article 25, and the correct option of this question is option number 2, that is public order, morality and health and the other provisions of part 3. Now moving towards question number 10, that is unless approved by the state legislature, the ordinance is issued by the governors had ceased to operate. The correct option of this question is option number 3, that is 6 week, and this is given in Article 213 of the Constitution. Now moving towards question number 11, that is again match list, and this is a direct question, so the correct option of this question is option number 4. Article 54 deals with election of president, 75 deals with appointment of prime minister, Article 79 deals with constitution of the parliament, and Article 80 deals with composition of council of states. Now moving towards question number 12, that is again a match list, एंड इसमें हमें राइट टू प्राइवेसी, इसमें बेसिकली हमें केसेस से मैच करने हैं कि किस केस में क्या डिसीजन था. तो राइट टू प्राइवेसी इज़ अ वेल नोन केस ऑफ Right to privacy is a well-known case of Puttaswamy, death penalty Bachchan Singh, and prisoner's right is Sunil Batra case, and right to go abroad is Menaka Gandhi case. So the correct option of this question is option number 3. Now moving towards question number 13, that is Savigny's theory is based on. So the correct option is Roman law. It is based on Roman law. Now question number 14, that is res nullius rule implies to. So this is a term of Roman law. Roman law, and literal meaning of this term is things belonging to no one. So the correct option of this question will be option number 4, that is for previously ownerless object, the person took the object as an owner. Now question number 15, that is match list again. So this is a question of jurisprudence, and the correct option of this question is option number 2. Now moving towards question number 16, that is which of the section in the Code of Criminal Procedure Code 1973 deals with set-off. The correct option of this question is option number 3, that is section 428. Moving towards question number 17, that is which of the following is correct with reference to Transfer of Property Act 1882. Option 2A is Transfer of Property Act deals only with immovable property. Actually this question was also a drop question, so I don't think we need to discuss this anymore. Moving towards question number 18, that is consider the following statement. So the first statement is Constitutional Amendment Bill be introduced only with the prior permission of President. This is not a correct statement. No prior permission of President is needed, hence it is incorrect. Again question option number B, that is even if both the House of the Parliament pass the Constitutional Amendment Bill, President can refuse to sign. This is again a wrong option, because there is no option to refuse. President have to sign the Constitutional Amendment Bill if it is passed by both the House of Parliament. Now moving towards question option number C, that is if both the House of Parliament pass the Constitutional Amendment Bill, it is mandatory for President to sign, and there is provision for joint sitting. Actually this option is partially correct and partially wrong. There is no provision for joint sitting. अगर यहाँ no provision होता तो this option is correct. So this will also be incorrect. Moving towards question option number D, that is if both the House of Parliament has passed the Constitutional Amendment Bill, it is discretionary for the President to sign, and there is provision for joint sitting. This option is also incorrect. There is no discretion of President in the Constitutional Amendment Bill. So कोई भी आंसर नहीं है जो हमारे नन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग, ऐसा कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. सो इस क्वेश्चन का कोई करेक्ट आंसर नहीं है. ये चैलेंजेबल क्वेश्चन था, चैलेंज कर सकते थे इस क्वेश्चन को. मूविंग टुवर्ड्स क्वेश्चन नंबर 19, that is where the President issued proclamation under Article 356. The President may by proclamation, option number A is assume to himself all or any function of the government of the state. This is a correct answer. Assume to himself all or any powers vested in or exercisable by the governor. This is also correct. Declare that the power of the legislature of the state shall be exercisable by or under the authority of the parliament. This is also correct. Option number D is assume to himself any powers vested in or exercisable by a high court. This option is not correct, because high court के किसी भी पावर को प्रेसिडेंट एक्सरसाइज नहीं कर सकता है. हाई कोर्ट के किसी भी पावर को बिल्कुल एक्सरसाइज नहीं कर सकता है. सो ऑप्शन नंबर डी इज़ not correct. So the correct answer of this question will be option number 2, that is A, B and C only. Moving towards question number 20, that is read the following with reference to fundamental rights and directive principle. Option number A is primacy is not given to all fundamental rights over directive principle. This is not correct. Option number B is primacy is given to all fundamental rights from Article 14 to Article 32 over. This is also not correct. Primacy is given only to directive principle contained in Article 39B and 39C of the fundamental right under Article 14 and 19. This option is correct. And option number D, primacy is given only to directive principle contained in Article 39A and 39B over the fundamental right. This is incomplete option. So the correct answer of this question is option number 3, that is C only. DPSP contained in Article 39B and 39C enjoys supremacy over fundamental right under Article 14 and 16. So option number 3 will be correct. Now coming towards question number 21, that is a decree for restitution of conjugal right can be executed in India by first option is attachment of property of the respondent. This answer is correct, but अगर respondent के जगह पे यहाँ judgment dated दिया होता तो ये ऑप्शन और ज़्यादा अच्छा हो जाता, बट अदर देन अगर नहीं भी दिया है तो ऑप्शन नंबर 1 इज़ करेक्ट. Now moving towards question number 22, that is where in order to give effect to international agreement, the parliament enacts law on matter enumerated in the state list without consulting the affected states. The law is option A is void, option B is valid, option C is void to the extent of encroachment, and option D is valid only to the extent affected state has given the consent. The correct answer of this question is valid. So option number 3 is correct, and this is given in Article 253 of the Constitution. This is directly mentioned there, so it will be valid. Moving towards question number 23, that is sequence the following as it appears in the preamble of the Constitution. So the correct order is option number 3, that is DCBA, sovereign, socialist, secular and democratic. It was 42nd actually the 42nd Amendment Act of the Constitution changed the description of India from sovereign democratic republic to sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic. So the option number 3 will be correct. Moving towards question number 24, that is which of the following is the exclusive power of House of the People. So impeachment of the president is not an exclusive power because यहाँ दोनों houses का involvement होता है. Option number 2 is to pass non-confidence motion against Council of Minister. This is a correct option. And moving towards question number 3, option number 3, that is to rectify the declaration of national emergency. तो अगर नेशनल इमरजेंसी का डिक्लेरेशन होता है तो इसमें भी दोनों हाउसेस की इन्वॉल्वमेंट होती है, तो ये एक्सक्लूसिव पावर नहीं हुआ हाउस ऑफ द पीपल का. सो दिस इज़ ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट. एंड टू पास कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट बिल, ये भी दोनों हाउसेस को इन्वॉल्व करता है. तो द करेक्ट आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन विल बी टू पास नॉन कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन अगेंस्ट काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स. मूविंग टुवर्ड्स क्वेश्चन नंबर 25, that is which of the following are the circumstances under which the member of parliament can be disqualified under the 10th schedule of the Constitution of India. Option number A is if he has voluntarily given up his membership of his political party. This is a correct option. If votes or abstains from voting contrary to the direction issued by the political parties. This is also correct. Option number C is a nominated member of the House shall be disqualified if he joins any political parties after 6 months. This is also correct. Option number D is a nominated member of the House shall be disqualified if he joins any political party before 6 months. This is not a correct answer. If he join after 6 months, then he will be disqualified. So the correct answer of this question will be option number 2, that is A, B and C. Moving towards question number 26, that is again a match list. एंड दिस इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ टफ क्वेश्चन बिकॉज एक साइड हमें लीगल मैगजिम्स दे दिया है एंड दूसरे साइड में हमें एक्सेप्शंस टू लीगल मैगजिम्स दे दिया है. तो ये थोड़ा टफ क्वेश्चन के कैटेगरी में आ जाएगा, बट द करेक्ट आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज़ ऑप्शन नंबर 4. ये आप लोग देख लेना एक बारी. Now moving towards question number 27, that is arrange the following as per the sequence in which they appear in the criminal procedure code. So the first one is withdrawal from prosecution. This is given in section 321. Second one is tender of pardon. This is given in section 306. Option C is free legal aid. This is in 304. And option D is double jeopardy. This is in section 300. So the correct sequence will be option number 4, DCBA. Moving towards question number 28, which of the following is our methods of termination of treaty? Actually, I guess this question was also a drop question, so again we don't need to discuss this. Moving towards question number 20, this is also a drop question, we don't need to discuss. 30 is also a drop question, we don't need to discuss. And moving towards question number 31, that is who coined the term criminology? The correct option of this question is option number 2, that is Raphael. Moving towards question number 32, that is who coined the term victimology? This is the correct answer of this question is Benjamin Mendelssohn, and victimology comes from Latin term victima. He was a French lawyer. Moving towards question number 33, that is which of the following case or cases are not related with post decisional hearing? So Menaka Gandhi is related to post decisional hearing. This is correct. Option B, that is BLHL Tehran versus Union of India. This is also related with post decisional hearing. AK Gopalan is not related with post decisional hearing, and Minerva Mills is also not related with post decisional hearing. So the question is asking not related to. So the correct option of this question will be option number C and D. Option number 3. Moving towards question number 34, that is in which of the following case the Supreme Court has given detailed guidelines so that section 89 of the Code of Civil Procedure can be utilized so as to achieve the best result? So the correct option of this question is option number 4, that is Afcon Infrastructure Limited. Moving towards question number 35, that is in which of the following case that all information of the collegium discussion can't be disclosed in the public domain, only final decisions are to be uploaded on Supreme Court website. So this was discussed in the case of Anjali Bhardwaj versus CPIO, Supreme Court of India. The correct answer of this question is option number A. Moving towards question number 36, that is what is the maximum penalty under the Right to Information Act 2005 for delay in furnishing the information? The correct answer of this question is option number 3, that is 250 per day, maximum up to 25,000. एंड ये पेनल्टी इम्पोज किस पे होता है? तो ये पेनल्टी पब्लिक इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफिसर पे होता है इम्पोज, इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफिसर, एंड APIO पे होता है इम्पोज, दैट इज़ असिस्टेंट पब्लिक इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफिसर. Now moving towards question number 37, that is Q strikes X. X by his provocation is excited to extreme violent range. Y is a bystander and is an enemy of Q. Y, taking advantage of this rage, puts a knife into X's hand to cause the death of Q. X kills Q with the knife. So this is a direct question and this is given in section 300 की exception 1. का इलस्ट्रेशन एफ, ये डायरेक्ट इलस्ट्रेशन है सेक्शन 300 का, एंड द करेक्ट आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर 3, दैट इज एक्स हैज़ कमिटेड ओनली कल्पेबल होमिसाइड बट वाई इज गिल्टी ऑफ मर्डर अंडर सेक्शन 300 ऑफ IPC. Moving towards question number 38, that is Nayan meets Bala on the high roads, shows a pistol and demand from Bala all the valuable that she is in possession. She surrenders her gold, bangles and all the cash money. Here Nayan has committed which of the following offense. यहाँ ना जैसे ही उसने पिस्टल दिखाया है तो ये एक इंस्टेंट थ्रेट है, तो दिस विल कम अंडर रॉबरी. अगर इंस्टेंट थ्रेट नहीं होता तो दिस विल कम अंडर एक्सटॉर्शन, बट यहाँ एक इंस्टेंट थ्रेट है तो ये रॉबरी होएगा. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 39, इन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग केस हैज़ सुप्रीम कोर्ट हेल्ड दैट टीचर्स आर नॉट वर्कमैन अंडर सेक्शन 2S ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल डिस्प्यूट एक्ट 1947. द करेक्ट आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज option number 4, that is A. Sundaram Bala versus Government of Goa, Daman and Diu, 1988. Now moving towards question number 14, that is which of the following is our objectives behind the enactment of Securities and Exchange Board of India Act 1927. तो अगर हमें किसी भी इनैक्टमेंट का ऑब्जेक्टिव देखना होता है तो हमें उस एक्ट का प्रियम्बल चेक करना चाहिए. तो दिस इज़ ऑल्सो अ डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन, तो इसका करेक्ट ऑप्शन होएगा ऑप्शन नंबर 2, दैट इज़ A, B and D. दिस इज़ गिवन इन preamble of Securities and Exchange Board of India Act. So this is